With an intense run of midweek and weekend fixtures continuing, the under-19s ran out to face St Mirren at Lennoxtown on Saturday afternoon. The visiting Saints are presently 7th in the Youth League at the moment and handed Celtic their opening goal on a plate. Right back Stephen O'Donnell helped the ball on, with Baruden Ataich taking advantage of some sloppy defending and winning back possession. Jackson Irvine then played in the cross from the right, which the keeper spilled after being put off by his centre-back. The loose ball fell for James Keatings, who did not need a second invite. This was the little striker's 18th league goal of the season and undoubtedly one of his easiest finishes. It also puts him 8 goals in front of his nearest rival in the Youth League goal scoring charts. One of the main assets under Tommy McIntyre and Stevie Frail has been the team's ability to counter-attack at pace, and the second goal of the afternoon highlighted this perfectly. Cleaning up at the back, Stephen O'Donnell laid it off to Robbie Thompson, who sent a long ball forward which was won by Philip Twardzik. The Czech midfielder pushed over the halfway line and found Kieran Brennan in space on the left. His cross was delivered to the near post and headed down into the ground by the centre-back. As it spun up, Callum McGregor raced away from his marker and headed the ball home unchallenged. Callum has been amongst the goals this season, timing his runs from midfield to perfection. Nor would it be the last time that the clever little playmaker made an impact up front in this match. Celtic then had the chance to make it 3 just before the interval, and you can only wonder why someone did not tuck the ball away in this penalty box scramble. Jordan Loudon played the ball into the near post, where Philip Twardzik shot was blocked. Loudon then had the chance to swing in the ball a second time, which was inexplicably left by the St Mirren keeper, catching Stephen O'Donnell completely by surprise, who then drove it across the face of goal. Ataich's follow-up was then hooked away as St Mirren survived. Into the second half, and with Celtic continuing to dominate, the youths made it 3-0. Once again, the goal was set up by skill, determination and some sloppy play from the visitors, who initially gifted possession to Philip Twardzik. Philip then played it inside to his brother Patrick, who returned a lovely little flick back into his path. Now with a clear view across goal, Philip rolled the ball to Liam Gormley at the back post, who coolly tapped it over the line. There were a few shouts for offside, but the substitute striker looked to have been played on by at least a couple of defenders. Now, with the game well and truly won, Celtic turned on the style, with Patrick Twardzik again showing his ability and intelligence as a player. Skinning his man in the touchline with a cheeky back heel between the legs, Patrick took his time before picking out the run of McGregor on the edge of the box. Rather than opt for the obvious option, Callum instead drove it back across goal, past a couple of defenders and into the bottom corner. Once again, it was composed and clever play from a young player who shows an intelligence beyond his years. The game was now in danger of turning into an exhibition match, with Celtic winning back possession with ease and stroking the ball about in midfield. Kieran Brennan, both Twardziks and Callum McGregor were involved in the build-up to the fourth, with full-back Brennan spotting the run of Tony Watt and launching a long ball down the line. Beating the offside trap, the former Airdrie man was on it in a second. He then cut along the byline before looking up and spying the on-rushing Liam Gormley. With the St Mirren defence in disarray, Gormley nipped in and tapped home his second. This was Liam's 4th league strike since returning from long-term injury, and he now appears to be getting into his stride just as the youths approach the home straight in the title run-in. Having set up Celtic's 5th goal, Watt was desperately unlucky not to have added a 6th in the closing stages. Once again, the chance stemmed from a quick counter-attack, with youths defending a free kick in their own box and then breaking at pace. As the ball arrived in the halfway line, Watt turned and ran, leaving the defender trailing in his wake. He went all the way into the penalty box, but the keeper did well to make himself big and block the striker at the last moment. The home side then managed to hang on and keep Celtic at bay until the final whistle. The final score at Lennoxtown on Saturday was Celtic 5, St Mirren 0. The following day, members of the first team and youth squad travelled over to Ireland to play Finn Harps and John Kennedy's testimonial match. We brought you live audio coverage of the game in Channel 67, and now it's time to show you the exclusive match highlights.
Across the face of goal, Glenn Lovin's just at the edge of the D in the Celtic half. Forrest, first touch for McGinn. McGinn just inside his own half, crosses the halfway line now. Gary Wariski with him, plays it forward. Murphy gets a head on that. Paddy McCourt pulls it down inside the centre circle, spots the pass. Great ball from McCourt into the path of Forrest, and his first touch was not good at all, but that was wonderful play from Paddy McCourt. And we've played 9 minutes and it's Finn Harps 0, Celtic 0. Long ball forward, headed away. Juarez chests it down. Juarez picks up the second ball. Good play from Celtic at the moment. McCourt has it. Another reverse ball through for James Forrest. He's inside the penalty box. Forrest over the bar. He managed to get a shot in away from Kieran Call, and Celtic come close in the 9th minute. In terms of a friendly match, we've seen much worse games than this, but we'll see if we can get the first part of Laura's match report written here with a goal midway through, or almost midway through the first half. It's Graham Carey steps up left footed, and that wasn't too far away, maybe about 10-12 inches over the bar.
Yeah, it was a good effort from Graham Carey just to curl it over the wall there, going for the top corner, but a wee bit too much effort into it. It just went beyond and into the Celtic fans behind the crowd.
McCourt, good turn from McCourt to get away from Conor O'Grady. McCourt inside the penalty box. He just runs into a brick wall. He goes down at the edge of the 6-yard box, but he was never going to get a penalty. That was a decent tackle, but Celtic have it back again, this time with Bagshaw at the edge of the box into Forrest. Forrest 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper off the inside of the post and turned behind, and that'll be a corner kick, and that was the best chance of the match with 23 minutes gone. Played upfield from Toshney to Carey to Conroy. Juarez, touch back to Juarez from McCourt, across the face of goal, dummied, picked up by Forrest at the edge of the box. Forrest tries to bring it down in the D. Paddy McCourt has it, tries to chip it, and off the post it comes, and Juarez gives Celtic a lead in 51 minutes. We hit the post for the second time through Paddy McCourt. That broke to Juarez, and he gives Celtic a lead. It's Finn Harps 0, Celtic 1. Q, we lay off from the halfway line. Play switched out to the right hand side for Doherty. Carey goes to close him down. Doherty takes a few touches, plays it into space in the centre. McHugh chests it down on the halfway line, tries to turn away from Conroy. Good job from McHugh, and play switched through to the right back, but Carey does very well at the back for Celtic, and Juarez, the goal scorer, in the middle of his own half, lifts it over a few heads. McCourt on the halfway line lets the ball run up his body like only Paddy can do, and out it goes to James Forrest down the right hand side in line with the 18-yard box, trying to get away from Gary Wariski. Makes it to the byline, cuts across the face of goal, breaks to Carey inside the penalty box on the left hand side. He thought about a quick ball back in. Murphy gets a head on that, the goalkeeper saves it, and the ball goes into the back of the net, and the goal will stand. It couldn't keep it out, Paki Mealy, and after 54 minutes it is Finn Harps 0, Celtic 2. Darryl Murphy with a header. Paddy McCourt just wins it from Merritt and lifts it forward. Good play into the path of Forrest. Forrest takes on the goalkeeper. Forrest into the net, just into the net from James Forrest in 64 minutes, and that was great, and the goalkeeper committed himself, Kieran Gallagher, and it's Harps 0, Celtic 3, and Celtic have it back inside their own half with Juarez, who plays it into the path of Brennan. He brings it into the Finn Harps half. Brennan cuts in field, reverse ball through for Murphy, out wide left for Conroy. Conroy ball into the box, and what a finish from the left foot of Carey. Great ball in from Ryan Conroy on the left hand side. He's about 12 yards out, and Graham Carey in 82 minutes finishes it off for Celtic. Conroy set it up on the left hand side, and he's about 16 yards or so from goal, and it's Finn Harps 0, Celtic 4. Corner kick, no hurry to take it. I think there was some presentations made at half time, incidentally, involving John Kennedy, which we were expecting, and Dixie Deans as well. I heard his name mentioned. Corner kick is played all the way back to Doherty. He lifts it into the penalty box, headed down, and consolation from the home side from the substitute Keith Cowan in 85 minutes.